Good morning. Hello, and good day and afternoon and good evening. Wherever you are watching me from on this planet, welcome all of you to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce. We're live for Monday, August the 12th, 2024. And I'm in Calgary, Alberta right now. And Jen and I are 1 week away from traveling for a 70-day holiday, starting with New York next Monday, and then the Queen Mary 2 Friday afternoon. We'll be pulling out of Brooklyn, heading for Southampton. Looking forward to this whole extravaganza. I'm going to take you with us. I expect to be live from New York, from the Queen Mary 2. We'll see how the internet works out. And live from London and from Europe and you name it. So join us and come on by for a little trip. Thank you for joining me from wherever you are. I hope you had a good weekend. Enjoyed the last of the Olympics. What about that stunt with Tom Cruise? Wasn't that something, jumping off the building last night? That was something. That stadium thing. Unreal. Way to go, LA. LA is going to have the next Olympics in 2028. And boy, are you going to be inundated with advertising about this. I remember the last time LA had the games in 84, I believe. It was unbelievable that the hype and run up to those games were insane. But those are the first games ever held that made money. The Olympics in 1984 were rumored to become a debacle. It wasn't going to work out. It was going to be an absolute marketing disaster. The Russians, the East Germans, the Hungarians, they all pulled out because the Americans and the Canadians all pulled out of the Moscow 1980 Olympics. So the last time the world had a truly inclusive Olympic Games was 1976 in Montreal. Economic disaster, even with all the countries participating. Now, Moscow was a disaster, and LA was supposed to be a disaster in '84, and it turned completely opposite because the Americans won all the medals. Canadians won a whole bunch of medals. That was probably the most successful games Canada ever had for the size of our country at the time. And it was a TV spectacular back in 1984. And 4 years later, 1988, the Winter Olympics were in Calgary, Alberta, right here in this town of ours. And the games here were a success, financial winner. We ended up with a $30 million pot of money after it was all said and done. Why? Well, we did have all the countries participate. It was the last time that the Russians went to a winter game. The East Germans came to the winter games because the next time the games were held in 1990, the wall came down already, and it was all different. But the U.S. television rights, the ABC television rights for the Calgary Olympics covered 70% of the cost of the games. The tickets covered the rest of the world media, another 5%. What was the number one draw for television in Calgary in 1988? Figure skating. Women's and men's figure skating. That's where the money was. That's how it came together. The hockey was add-on, and the bobsledding and the skiing. Figure skating. All about the girls with their makeup on and their pretty little costumes and the judges' decisions. Controversy. That's what it was. And that's what it is. The Olympics you just saw were really, this time around, the women's games. Let's not kid ourselves. Look at the coverage of the Olympics in the last 2 weeks, and I'll bet you 65% of the coverage that you saw on your television set had to do with female athletes. The males were down to a third, because where's the money for advertising? Women who spend the money. They're the ones who are watching the gymnastics. They're watching the track and field. They're watching rhythmic gymnastics. They're watching the swimming competitions, and the gals are delivering world records. Canada's sweetheart, 3-time Olympic medalist, young 17-year-old gal in the pool. She's our number one athlete. and on it goes. So anyway, LA's coming up. We'll see how that plays out. Hope you had fun watching that. Guys, we are all here today watching and learning and wondering about, apparently, the big story out there is what are interest rates going to do? And I can tell you that as option writers, it means almost jack squat. You do not need to concern yourself with every little minutia of information coming out about interest rates. It is all BS. There are 50,000 financial analysts in the United States who are all trying to get your attention so that they can survive through advertising revenue that they generate on their podcasts, their YouTube channels, their newspapers, and of course, the networks that they're represented by. There are so many analysts out there who survive only from eyeballs, or reading their articles, or listening to them talk on podcasts, and or watching YouTube videos. And so the clickbait continues unabated, and it'll get worse and worse and worse. It'll continue on, and all the speculation is going to be, well, if interest rates going to drop, by how much and how fast? If the economy is going to slow down, when are we going into recession? How bad is it going to be? It's just going to go on and on and on. And apparently, this is going to affect the markets. There are analysts out there who are good analysts who actually report on the markets, and they let the market move, and then they report on it, and they try to interpret what happened. Why did this happen? Why did the market do this? Here's what we think, and here's what might happen next. What I try and do is just try to explain to you in plain English what the hell's going on as best I can. And in plain English, I want to let you know there are 50,000 professional financial analysts in America that need you to pay attention to them for them to make a living. Some of them make millions a year, tens of millions a year. They have following like you can't believe. Others are struggling to get by. There you go. Before I go any further, I want to mention one thing today. I want to, this happened on Saturday. Something happened, I believe, on the weekend, or maybe it happened on Friday, but I heard about it on Saturday, and I reflected on this news. Tragically, someone passed away, who it turns out, and I've known this all along, but upon reflection, it really hit me. This individual that passed away just a few days ago is the reason all of you are here with me today. And any of you out there who are YouTube fans, you YouTube watchers, you've got premium YouTube services, whatever, this one individual was very much responsible for us to be here and will be here forever. And she passed away. I'm talking about this individual right here. Give me one moment. I've loaded up the photo. Her name's Susan Wojcicki, that gal right there. This gal was the CEO of YouTube up until a year or two ago, when she stepped back and passed the reins on to another generation of leaders of this channel. This gal was employee number 16 in the Google universe. She was employee number 16. Her sister, Ann Wojcicki, happens to be the CEO of 23andMe. This gal right here, Susan Wojcicki, passed away at the age of 56 just the other day. Mother of 5 and 4 surviving children, mother of 5, and her husband. And she leaves behind the family. Apparently lung cancer the last 2 years has really done her in. And the thinking was in 23 she wanted to spend more time with her family. The reality was her doctors probably told her, you have to slow down because you're in trouble. And unfortunately, she only made it until age 56. This gal was directly responsible for Google acquiring YouTube in 2006. She was also the lead person to tell Google, convince the Google guys to buy DoubleClick, another company. DoubleClick was an online advertising agency that now Google owned, along with YouTube. And between Google in its search engine capability and advertising capability, and this woman's vision from the advertising side, transformed the internet completely. And so I am here on this channel as a YouTuber, indirectly or directly because of this woman right here and her team. The team that she put together, that she worked with, the initial founders of Google, all these folks, is the reason I and millions of other creators exist. We would not exist on YouTube. There would not be a YouTube of the size we have, the scope we have, without this woman's vision from 2006. And this is just for me a way to just to give her a tribute in my own pathetic little way. I'm a YouTuber that is grateful for what she's done and her team, and what people at Google continue to do to this very day, under all the suspicion that they are under, or all the criticism they're under. I have nothing but respect and gratitude that this team of brilliant people figured out how to create this thing that we are all part of here globally, that allows a schmuck like myself, with all this knowledge of the stock market that I had from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. I've had this knowledge for decades, and up until 7 years ago, before I became a YouTuber, I was floundering along going, what am I going to do with myself? Because I cannot and will not become a stockbroker ever again. There are no stockbrokers anymore, and there certainly aren't 60-something-year-old stockbrokers. I certainly wasn't interested in doing that. What can I do with all of this knowledge? And first created the Traveling with Bruce channel, TWB, and then in 2020 created this channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. And even then, I didn't know I was going to do this. Talk to you guys on a daily basis? Are you kidding me? Unthinkable. And within 6 months of this channel's launch, I'm on the air every day with you now, talking to you about the markets in plain English. And we now have gone into option writing. And so many of you who are making, I'm hoping, and I'm expecting, and I'm pretty sure, many of you out there are making thousands of dollars writing options, tens of thousands. Some of you have made hundreds of thousands of dollars in the 2-3 years we've been together writing options. And in the next 5 to 10 years, there will be thousands of viewers because of this channel and the 17 classes I've put together so far, and the daily interaction. There will be thousands and thousands of people around the world who will generate into their hands millions of dollars of capital from option writing. And every one of you, believe it or not, have to thank this woman right here. This is the individual that helped you do it. Just so you know. Now, she didn't do it by herself. She wasn't the only one. It wasn't her money. The Google founders and the other 15 employees ahead of her, and the employees after her, many, put all this together to make this click. But from the late 90s on, she was involved with Google. And this is a huge departure for that company, and I'm sure they're feeling it. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to her, her family, all of her co-workers, all the folks who are still at Google, those who have come and gone from Google over the years. Without that team, this channel wouldn't exist, and my life and Auntie Jen's life would not be the same whatsoever. Absolutely not the same. And so I owe a huge debt of gratitude to this lady and every single YouTuber out there, whether you're a creator or just a watcher. We all owe her for what she's done. And there it is. That's my little spiel, and I just wanted to let you know about that. I heard that this week, and I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. Passed away at such a young age. I'm blown away. Anyway, there it is. Thank you all for tolerating my tribute to her. Her sister, as I said, her sister is the CEO of 23andMe, Ann Wojcicki, who's trying to buy 23andMe. And so this entrepreneurial spirit that is in this family. We're two sisters. One is senior person at Google. The other one, CEO of 23andMe, a publicly traded company. As unsuccessful as 23andMe is so far, as far as the stock price goes, what 23andMe has accomplished in 10 years is unbelievable. Is absolutely unbelievable. The world's largest database of DNA. What? In any organization, if 23andMe were part of a pharmaceutical company or part of another corporation, we would just go, wow, those people over there, wow, they, have they ever done something? This is Ann Wojcicki. This gal, um, uh, with her team, has put together this unbelievable database. I just hope someday, cross my fingers, that every single viewer of this channel who's ever been involved in 23andMe as a stock investor will do well. I just don't know how, when, what, why. I can't answer that question. But the entrepreneurial and the entrepreneurial spirit and the brain power of these people, this family, the Wojcickis, unbelievable. I'm pretty impressed. Uh, that is really something. Anyway, there you have it. Welcome to the show this morning. Glad to have you here. Thank you for joining me. Richard Carlin is here. Lame Duck. Charlie is here. The thumbs ups are coming in. Sharon, how are you? D.H. Ruda, Corinne, Hector, welcome. Thank you, Hector, for thumbs up number 18. Litrophy, will SoFi Stadium be featured? Lorraine, good morning. Johnny, good morning, everybody. Yes, I would imagine, every single sports venue for the Olympics will come into play, I would imagine. Puddin' Pie, Los Angeles 28 should be profitable. They won't be building any new venues there. Thank you all. And nice to have you here. Flint Creek, good morning. Happy to be here. Massive flooding nearly wiped out my house and workspace and my neighbors. I have a long road ahead. I got lucky and lost no stock or equipment. We got lucky-ish, man. That's incredible. I do have massive damage, though. Unbelievable. CKT number 39. Are the rest of New York gang okay? Flint Creek wants to know. Puddin' Pie, Flint Creek sending you good vibes. I think the best thing for us to do for Flint Creek is get over to the website, flintcreek.com, flintcreeksoapcompany.com. Order up some soap right now and get that inventory she has moving through the Postal Service and get her some cash flow from this for this disaster. So the least we can do. Deep value, number 43. Michael, a Google monopoly with liberal slanted search engine results will have it broken up real soon. Not a fan, I guess, Michael. Hector, Flint Creek, so sorry to hear what you're suffering, though. This climate calamity, keep us posted. Robert, good morning, everybody. Uncle Bruce and CSMW Beers gave you a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Juan is here. Flint Creek, sorry to hear about the flooding, but glad you guys made it out safe. Eddie, number 55, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Bobby, great. Nuclear power plants on fire in Russia, as per Seinfeld. That's not going to end well for anybody. B, the casino, well said, Uncle B. Argent Per, karma does exist if only she had listened to the people she banned. Comical name, James, 45, good morning. First for me, buy digital gold. Harry, Per, exactly. John Biscuit, Flint Creek has blocked me due to my pure sexiness. There can be no other reason. This is kind of weird. John, I really need to buy a new keyboard. GB, good morning, everybody. Flint Creek, that's most unkind, Argent. Bobby, I believe they already confirmed SoFi Stadium will be used in the 28 Olympics. Richard, my mom lost power in upstate New York. John Biscuit, the Olympics was a damp squib this time. Flint, Bruce, you bring a tear to my eye. John Biscuit, apart from the breakdancing, of course. Let's help out Flint Creek. Get your butts over to flintcreeksoapcompany.com and get an order in there for some soap, and let's get this gal cash flowing her inventory right now. It was unaffected. Get it out of there and get it to your hands, and she can certainly use the help to rebuild. And let's go. This flooding is not fun. Can be a mess. John Biscuit, to be honest, my cousin Albert often does such moves when he sees too many flashing lights. Flint, if I get offended personally, away you go. There you go. Flint, amazing. Thank you. And well done, Flint Creek. Look, guys, whether you like liked the YouTuber, you like Susan Wojcicki or not, the fact remains, YouTube was one company in '06 that got acquired by Google. And what Google did to take that entity to what we have now is undeniable. Like it or hate it, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. And there are spin-offs, of course, others who've tried and are going into the YouTube world in their own way. But this is the number one online unit there is. And that team over there did a hell of a job. Love them or hate them. Lorraine, I see all the cars driving through the water in the Bronx, New York. Unbelievable. Hopefully it'll be dry when we get there. We're looking to, of course, get to Manhattan, and we're going to be near Times Square. And Jen and I will be there a week today. We're kind of hoping that things dry out this next week, crossing our fingers. We don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, there you have it. Let's see. What else is going on here? John Biscuit, I'd buy a grand's worth of soap with my spare change. But why help out what is that? One who blocks, I say. Well, John, that attitude is not necessary, buddy. Really, maybe a timeout is necessary for a little while there. Vladdy, number 66. This is my son's ID. Can you tell me what you do around here? This is my son's ID. Can you tell me what you do around here? Oh, just stick around a while. You'll figure it out. Anyway, there you go. What can I say? Welcome all to the program, and nice to have you here, Flint. And this is why I blocked you. And there you go. So, there you go. Anyway, look, you can help out Flint Creek. Great. She's helped us out many a time. Great supporter of this channel. And if you're able to pick up some soap from Flint Creek, I know you won't be disappointed. It's good stuff. And we'll go from there. Okay, Lorraine, I will be in Times Square this weekend. Let me know what it looks like. Michael, when is GameStop earnings announcement date? I think 90 days from now, because the last one was 30 days ago or something like that. It's going to be a while. Deep Value, Flint Creek, was it just from rain or the hurricane? Bobby, pour a lifetime of knowledge to us simpletons. There you go. Deep Value, September 4, I think, for earnings. And this is August 12. I don't know if that's going to be that soon. I really don't know. If anyone has an exact date on GameStop, you let me know. But I'm not sure if one's been set yet. They did raise their $4 billion, or they've got $4.2 billion in the bank. And they're pulling in interest nicely every day, every week, every month. Beautiful interest income coming in. They'll be profitable. Just a question of when they speak. We'll keep an eye on that. Richard thinks it's the 5th. Richard Carling. Any GameStop earnings September 4. There we go. Here we go. There's some folks talking about that. This is August 12th. So as soon as we know, we'll do. I'll pass it along. You'll pass it along. We'll see what's going on. All right, John Collins. And September 4. Everyone's thinking September 4. The casino. GameStop has not announced date. Just an estimate so far. Last year's was September 6th. Flint Creek hurricane dumped 5 inches here. Look up the Cassetio footage. Those people got hit hard. I did see that. Canistio, they got hit hard. That's right. Michael, I was thinking September 2 for GameStop. Flint hit not hot. Yeah, really got hit hard with flooding. And a whole bunch of regions in the Northeast got nailed. I know in Canada there's flooding. Montreal there's flooding. It's all over. This is not one area, but yeah. Unbelievable. The after effects of that tropical storm, which turned into a hurricane, then became a tropical storm, and ran up the east and did not go off to the Atlantic. It just hit hard. And in the west, we're dry. And in Alberta and British Columbia, we are forest fire central up here. And here's all this water just way over there. It is. It's a wild one. Amy J, number 72. Good morning. Good morning, Amy J. Nice to have you here with us this morning, and thank you for that thumbs up for sure. Thank you all for joining my channel this morning. I appreciate you all, guys. If you're able to hit the thumbs up button, please do. And if you're also able to join us as a subscriber, that would be absolutely terrific if you would kindly do that. And those of you who have taken the ultimate step to become members of this channel, I thank you so very, very much. Jen and I are so grateful to those of you who are Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members, and in particular, Gold Bagel members of this channel. I thank you. We both thank you very, very much for that. For that move. Gold Bagel members, keep this channel economical, not only for Jen and I, but also for YouTube. YouTube would not really care for this channel all that much if we were trying to survive on just advertising, because we don't have the views of massive views on a live basis. Right now, we have 199, 200 people are here watching me live right now. 2,000 to 20,000 would get YouTube excited. 200 hardly does it. But those of you who are members, you are making a huge difference to the bottom line of this channel when it comes to YouTube's participation, because 30% of anything you're donating to this channel through super chats or through these memberships goes to YouTube, and I receive 70% of it. And that 30% turns this channel into a 20,000 view channel. I'm guesstimating. I could be wrong. It could be even higher than that. So many of you watch this show as the day wears on. Some of you watch this show on a rerun basis only. Others of you come and you go, you come and you go. But at the end of the day, thousands of views come through here. But because of the participation of members, this channel generates revenue to YouTube equal to a much larger channel, and I thank you all. And of course, I think it keeps some of the trolls away, which is also what we would like to have. So thank you all very, very much for helping out. Listen, there's a poll question going on today. I don't know if you noticed it. I popped the poll question up. If you want to answer it, 111 of you have already responded to this. The question is, I am using profits from my option writing to, and there are three choices: pay down my debts, replace my paycheck, add to my retirement fund. And it's been interesting to see the results. 111 votes, 31% are saying, I'm just using this to pay down my debts. 25% of you, no, this is replacing my paycheck, Uncle Bruce. The option writing I generate now, the money I'm generating, I've replaced, or I'm replacing my paycheck entirely. 44% are saying, I'm adding to my retirement fund. And this is one of those areas where the 45 and 50-year-olds and 50 and 60-year-olds and 70-year-olds who are here, who have now learned how to write options. You're writing options inside your 401k or your IRA or your RRSP in Canada, whatever you have in Europe and Britain, elsewhere. You're growing capital tax-free inside of these structures, and this capital is being built and added to a retirement fund you have, so that when you do start to withdraw from this account in any way, in whatever way you're going to use after tax advisement, you've got more to draw from. And I'm so glad to see so many of you take on this challenge of becoming option writers so that you can retire more comfortably than you would have otherwise had a shot at. So many people out there, and I'm talking hundreds of millions around the world, but certainly in the G20, 100 million plus in the G20 easily, do not have enough money saved to retire, and they don't have a sufficient enough pension plan to retire on. And unfortunately, we hear this story every single week about how many people out there, whether we hear it from our friends or family or we hear about it in the media, how many people out there do not have enough to retire on and are in effect living off of Social Security to make a go of it, or the Canada Pension Plan, or the old age supplement, or whatever it is. There's so many now seniors like 65 and older, so many 65s and older who are in effect almost destitute. They have whatever check comes in immediately goes out, and these sad stories are showing up all over the place where people are getting $500 rent increases, $300 rent increases, higher grocery costs, higher utility fees, on and on it goes, and they don't have it. They don't have that additional capital. And so they're leaning on their children, on other relatives. They're working on the side if they can somehow. And there are people here who have joined this channel in the last 3 years since I started talking about writing options for income, who have come here and have let me know in no uncertain terms, you have changed my life. My wife and I are now generating income inside our retirement account because of all these stocks we're sitting on that aren't doing jack squat, or they go up and they down and they go up and they down. We don't make anything on these. You have helped us because we are now writing options on these shares. We are charging our shares rent. We're charging rent to our stock to be in our account, and we are hauling in cash because of this, which is adding value to our pension plan. We're buying additional shares that we already have and writing options on those because of you. The compounding nature has transformed the value of this retirement account. And up until a year ago, we were draining it. It was going down 1,000 a month, 1,000 a month. We would earn dividends and some interest income, and then we took money out, and we needed to take more out than it was making. And now we're generating option premiums by just writing call options. I mean, talk about option writing 101. That's class 1 and 2 right there. We are generating money into our account from this source that had been here the whole time, and no one anywhere ever told us we could do this. Through all these advisors we've had and all these professionals who are money managers, wherever our money was, no one told us we could generate income from writing options. And when we would mention to some of these professionals that we're watching this guy on YouTube called Uncle Bruce talking about writing options on our portfolio, these professionals tried to talk us out of it. What? We decided to hell with these guys. We just thought, well, let's just write one option on this stock and one option on this 100 shares of stock, and let's just see if there's anything to this. Within 3 months, every single viewer who did this immediately went, "Oh my God, are you kidding me? Of course I'm going to write options. This is easy money. I can't believe it." And here we have a whole bunch of viewers who are now writing options just on their stocks in their retirement accounts, and they're hauling in percentage returns that they never, ever witnessed before in all the years that they've been saving up for retirement. And finally, something good is coming out of it. I'm just hoping to pray that I've been able to get to enough of you soon enough in your timing, in your declining balances, to be able to turn the corner for you, especially those of you who are drawing or are in a position where you need to draw capital out to live on, that you're generating revenue in these accounts larger than you're withdrawing it, so it's at least holding its own and growing. For those of you in your 40s and 50s, you're still working your butts off. If this channel, through the classes we've put together, is helping you bring revenue into your hands that grows these pension plans now in your mid 40s, your 50s, 5 to 10, 15 years before you're retiring, you are turbocharging the value of your retirement funds. You're putting money in every month, your employer's matching a portion of it, and you're growing this money by writing options and compounding it out. I know a number of you out there, a high number of you, have gotten off your duffs. It took me to get you to move, to say, geez, I should take a look at my investments and see what kind of returns I'm really getting, because I've been ignoring this crap for years and years and years. I don't understand it, so I just don't look at it. This guy, this balding gentleman in Calgary, Alberta, who travels here and there and does his shows wherever he ends up, has made me analyze my portfolios for the first time ever to try to make sense of what the hell is going on in there. And for some of you, you've been able to get your hands on your capital where you control it rather than some financial management entity that you don't know who they are. They don't know who you are. You're just a damn number. You now control your accounts. You have shifted the assets inside these accounts so you can write options and enhance the revenue into your accounts. As conservative as owning IBM is, or Apple, or other stocks, or any of the Magnificent Seven, you own these shares 100, 200, 300, 500. You got laid off from your employer and you took a new job with company blah, 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 but you happen to have 500 shares of this S&P 500 company. You can now write options on this stock to have it bring you income that you never thought possible. And for some of you, you're bringing in 2% a month, 3% every month, 5% a month in premiums on hundreds of thousands of dollars that was just sitting there rotting and losing to inflation. The difference has been stunning for some of you. And I'm beyond thrilled that we've been able to help through this channel, through the lessons, you watching me live every day, and also those of you who have looked me up for a one-on-one to say, look, I need help. I got 300,000 in this account. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what's the first step I should take. People are just looking me up saying, I'm going to buy an hour of your time. I'm going to buy an hour just with you, because in 60 minutes, 90 minutes, we're going to cover so much ground that you're going to get a decade of information in your hand very quickly. And you're going to start making moves you should have made years ago. And we're going to save you from yourself and save you from these so-called professional advisors that are out there to help you magically retire in comfort. It's just not happening. And there are too many horror stories out there that are just driving me nuts. In any event, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And congratulations, all of you who have been able to step up, grab these classes, learn how option writing works, and you become part of this channel. You're becoming members of this channel, Gold Bagel members. Thank you in particular. You guys are the backbone of this channel. Every Wednesday night, primetime live, 7 o'clock Eastern for Gold Bagel members only. Every day, half an hour before this show starts, it's just me and the Gold Bagel members to start the week, to start the day, every day of the weekend. Last week, did we cover ground before the markets opened? Didn't we? Didn't we just? Unbelievable. Again, thank you all for being here today. I appreciate you. Welcome to the party, pals. Let's take a look at the pre-market again, see what the heck is going on over there. I'm looking at the market data. We're up 52 points on the Dow with about 21 minutes to go before we open. We have a 12-point gain on S&P. We have a 45-point gain on NASDAQ. These markets are 0.1%, 1/8 of maybe 12% higher, or 12 1/100ths of a percent higher, to 1/4% higher. Oil is up $1.13 at 77.97, but I've heard that there is there's concern that too much oil is being produced, and there might be a glut coming out. But so far, stock has not reflected that. We'll see what's going on. The Dow's at 39,689 now, just under 40,000, and there's now talk that one day the Dow will hit 150,000. Well, there's clickbait right there for you. There's a clickbait story, as I was mentioning earlier. These ridiculous, stupid, wasting our time, pie in the sky headlines talking about a Dow average at 150,000 when it's at 40,000 now. Completely wasting your time, utterly ridiculous. I do remember, and I will recall, the first time the Dow broke 1,000. That was huge. That was national news coverage. That wasn't business news coverage. That was news back in the day. But I now remember 2,000, and I remember 3,000, and every 1,000 after that, and 10,000 was unthinkable, and 20,000. Oh my God! It's irrelevant. Inflation has made pricing go up. Stock splits make more activity happen. It's irrelevant. If you're an option writer, you don't have to give a crap about this. You move in and write options that are worthless and buy them back for a lot less money as they approach expiry. It's that straightforward, That simple, but it requires your attention. And it's worth your attention because it is money in your pocket. If you want to see what kind of fantasy land people live in from time to time, or how glorified this so-called trading the market has become, go to Instagram and do a search on the day trading or hedge funds or investment trading or something like that, where you will find 30-second to 1 minute Instagrams again and again and again about how glorified some of these hedge fund people are becoming, or you'll see a clip where you'll see someone on the street with a microphone who's just a YouTuber, Instagrammer. They're not with CNBC. They're not with the New York Times. They're not with CNN. I mean, these are just, click people, and they're interviewing people on the street where it looks to you like, oh, they're stopping innocent people on the street and asking what they do for a living, and the one guy says, oh, I'm a hedge fund trader. This is all set up. This is all pretend. It is all make believe. Most of it. Yeah, there are interviews for hedge fund people, and then there are some legit interviews where real analysts are being interviewed by other analysts to say, talk to me about so and so hedge fund or such and such hedge fund, Citadel or Blackstone or this one or that one, and then you'll get some real factual stuff. But I got to tell you, the world in which we live and these 15-year-old kids, and maybe I'm being a little picky at 15, 20-year-old kids, 20-year-old people up to 40-year-old people are being given the impression in today's modern world of YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and blah, 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 that day trading is the secret sauce to getting out of the rat race. Not having to work as hard as your parents had to work or your grandparents had to work. How to make money like celebrities. How to become a celebrity. How to become a celebrity trader. This is being bombarded to these kids out there. So many children who are in their 20s and 30s and 40s who have no idea what the market does, how the stock market works. There are, yes, millions and millions of traders who are trying to trade the market out there. Millions, some of which are you guys. And some of which have taken the time to try to figure out what is the stock market all about. Some of you, however, have only done the basic Q&A questions inside platform accounts on how to set up accounts, what they are, how they work. Some of you watched YouTube videos that some of these firms have created on how to operate their sites. But then there are many of you here on this channel who have gone much further, and you've hung out with me for a while and you realize there's more to trading than just trading. There's a whole lot more than that. And then those of you who have become and want to become option writers have completely flipped over to the other side of this market where you've gone, you know what, Bruce, you're right. If I'm going to make money in this market, I have to do what the hedge funds actually do. The thing is, if you're looking at TikTok videos or if you're looking at Instagram videos or short videos on YouTube or any other platform out there, which there are millions of clips out there, millions, you're going to quickly figure it out if you really do pay attention. You're not going to find many, if any, videos that are a minute long that talk about option writing. You're not going to find any of them. You're going to find all about futures trading, Forex trading, which is foreign currency trading. You're going to find all about futures trading. You're going to find all about option buying and selling. You're going to find all about buying stock and selling stock. And then you're going to find out all kinds of clips. You're going to see about insider information, trading techniques, trading stock just before earnings come out, or trying to find ways to take advantage of insider filing reports and what insiders do. And it just goes on and on and on and on. But when it comes down to the final analysis, You want to find videos about option writers making money as option writers, cashing in and capitalizing on the shrinkage that is being handed to you on a silver platter every Friday on every stock. You won't find a damn thing. You'll find almost nothing out there. And some of you may have tried to tell friends and relatives, you should be doing what I'm doing. You should watch Uncle Bruce. And they're trying to figure out, well, I will, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go onto TikTok and I'm going to go to Instagram and I'll go to YouTube. I'm going to look up videos about how successful option writers are. And they can't find it. They find a little here, a little there, snippets, but they can't seem to track down a consistent place where they can find, other than my channel, there's nowhere else, almost nowhere else. And they are constantly being bombarded by ads to learn all about option trading, all about option strategies. And what is it? It's all about being the gambler on the floor of the casino. And if you do happen to watch Warren Buffett clips or Charlie Munger clips, who passed away last year, or any other clips about long-term investing and successful growth of your portfolio, you'll come to the conclusion that, well, you buy and hold, you just buy and hold. You're better off just buying an index fund and do nothing. Just buy the S&P 500 index fund, low yield, low load, low commission funds, and just sit on that for 15 years. How many 25 to 45-year-olds think that way? The 8-second attention span generation? I don't think so. 8-second attention span people need stimulus. I need to do something, man. I play video games all the time. I need things to blow up. I need action. I need music in the background. I need something where I can wear a headset and it gets me all excited. That's what I need, man. That's how I'm going to conduct my life going forward, because that's what I've been trained to do by my parents, who ignored me as a kid, gave me headphones, gave me a little clicker, put on a couple of games on the video player, the game player, and left me alone for hours at a time. And that's my world today. So many people are like that. And so many people are going to remain like that right through retirement. And they're going to be in the basement of their kid's house, and they're going to get the Social Security check, and half of it will go to their kids and half for themselves for their medications. And they're going to play video games till they die. How many millions won't be able to leave town to go anywhere for anything because they're broke? Because they worked until 60, 65, and then they're retired and they just want to play video games. Whatever. There are those who want to drink for a living, those who want to hike for a living, those who want to sail for a living, want to golf for a living, whatever it is you want to do for the rest of your life, God bless you. But if you want to make money and be self-reliant and then open the world up to anything you want to do for the rest of your life and be an upper middle class or higher individual, there's one way I think you can do it, and that is generate income from a source that will work harder than you will ever be able to work for the rest of your life. And that is using your money in a way to create options and bring in some cash. Simple as that. Good morning, everybody. Those of you who are here, Vladi, thank you. Tom Kaufman, thank you. What platforms do you recommend for trading? Well, I don't know. I don't know which platforms to tell you to use. The reason I don't know is because, one, none of you live in the same town. None of you live in the same country. You're all over the damn place. I have Americans, I got Canadians, I have Brits, I have Germans, Netherlanders. I got folks from Sweden, Switzerland, France, Italy. I got them from Asia, down under. Wherever you are, you can utilize an online platform of some kind, but you got to do some homework. If you become a Gold Bagel member of this channel, make this move. Might be the most important move you should make. You'll become part of this channel every day before I start this show, number one. Number two, Wednesday night, primetime live. You can ask me direct questions about writing options, obviously. And number three, become a Gold Bagel member and send me an email and indicate in the email a couple of things, okay? I got to wake some of you folks up because you're lazy. You send me emails and go, I need that link. And then you don't say anything else. You're not helping me. You're not helping yourself. I need you to send me an email to say, hi, Uncle Bruce. I'm a Gold Bagel member of your channel. This is my name on your channel. I call myself this. This is my name on the channel. I would like to become part of the Discord group. I would like to join the Discord chat group. Would you mind sending me a link to help me do that? There are safety guards installed to get you into that club for a good reason. We don't want trolls in there. I'm not part of that group. I don't run the Discord group. That is run by viewers of this channel. They talk to each channel. They talk to each other, Gold Bagel member to Gold Bagel member, 24 hours, 7 days a week. And this question you're asking me, Andy, right here will be answered for you on the Discord group chat site. Become a Gold Bagel member of this channel. Send me a private email and say, Uncle Bruce, would you mind giving me the information? I would like to become part of the Discord group. There's my email right there, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. You'll find my email in the description below this chat. It's there all the time, as well as the 17 classes you can take, and the link to my email to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Go there. You'll see all 17 classes available. Start with 1 and 2 immediately. Start with lesson 1, lesson 2, and then you'll be able to understand the basics of writing calls and puts. That's the first area right there. Start off with a trading account, practice trading account, go from there, and then take the rest of the classes one at a time and become better informed on how to write cash secured puts, how to do poor man cover call writing, how to do credit spreads, iron condors, all kinds of strategies, rollovers, stink bids, stink offers, psychology of the markets. It goes on and on and on and on. If you want to become good at this, you better step up to the plate and take some swings and put something on the line here. Yes, indeed. Alberto, my answer is profits are being used to compound my platform. Right on. Thank you, Alberto, for being here. Welcome, my friend, to the show. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Wow. All of you. Flint Creek, is he okay? I haven't seen Alberto. Oh, he's alive and well. Alberto, Flint Creek had a flooding problem this weekend. She's got damage to her house. We got to get some soap purchased through flintcreek.com. So those of you out there who can order soap from flintcreeksoapcompany.com, get your butts over there and send an order in for some soap and get her cash flowing her way out of this flooding mess that she's found herself in. We got to help her out. Thank you all. James of the Misty Tree, I think First Trade might be a place to go. Andy says, okay, I'm going to take your advice, Bruce. I know what I'm going to do. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Have you answered my poll question today, everybody? Have you guys hit the thumbs up button so far today? We're 6 minutes away from opening for the market. And with 6 minutes to go, I have 112 thumbs ups in the house. Thank you for the 112. There are 228 watching, so there's 120, 110 of you who could easily hit that thumbs up button. If you wouldn't mind giving us a little momentum here, appreciate it. I would really appreciate it if you could help us. We want 200 thumbs ups every day and more. On the poll question, I got 154 voters now. The question is, I'm using profits from my option writing to, number 1, pay down my debts. Number 2, replace my paycheck. Number 3, add to my retirement fund. So far, pay down my debts, 32% are telling me I'm paying down my debts. Replace my paycheck, 28%. I am quitting my day job because of option writing, Bruce. You are helping me do that. And add to my retirement fund, 41%. This is huge, and this is absolutely fabulous. Whatever the excuse, whatever the purpose of the dollars you're using for whatever you need them for, I support you 129 million %. Well done, everyone. If you can get out from underneath credit card offering debts at 2% a month, you can get rid of that crap, way to go. If that lowers your cost of living, way to go. If you're paying off student loans faster, or knocking off car payments faster, or you're repairing stuff around the house, you've got you need a new furnace. You need a new furnace, and you need a new central air conditioning system. You need a new roof. You need new windows because the ones you have are 40 years of age and they're leaking like you can't believe. Maybe, just maybe, cross our fingers, you can bring money in from option writing to take care of these bills. I can't tell you how many times I have had viewers reach out to me. They'll look me up and they'll say, Bruce, I want a one-on-one with you. I want you to help me go over my financial situation. I really want to learn how to write options. I've started taking your classes. I'm getting into it. Let's get together. So we get together, and I find out that the individual that I'm talking to, or husband and wife or family, they need they need 20 grand for credit cards. They need $25,000 for windows and a new roof, or they need 10 or 20 grand for a furnace and an air conditioning. They need to fix two cars. There are two cars in the driveway that don't work. One that barely works, two that are shot. They need 3 grand for this one, 2 grand for that one. It goes on and on and on and on. And yet, they send me $400 and they want to talk to me for an hour because they're sitting on a $150,000 account that they have through saving, through an inheritance, through I don't know how, but they do. And it's just sitting there and they're going, we don't know what to do with this. Should we just sell all this stuff and just take care of all this stuff? Or can we generate income from this $150,000 account to help over here so that we don't just sell and spend the money? Can we just make the money make money? And that's when I look at the account and I go, my God, you're sitting on 4,000 shares of GameStop, or you're sitting on $100,000 worth of Amazon stock, or you have the ability to write contracts on what you're sitting on that can bring you $25,000 into your hand today, right freaking now. You need to just change your account from a cash account to a margin account with option writing capabilities. This is a nothing burger to do in almost everyone's case out there. And you need to just write 3 or 4 or 6 month call options against the portfolio you have, and you can haul in this massive cash hoard of money, take half of it, and knock off $400 a month in credit card payment requirements, or fix this car immediately in the next week. Sell one of them for 15 grand because now it's running properly. Clean it up, sell it, and take that capital and fix your furnace or replace your roof or whatever. Change your economic situation immediately, and if at the very least you can lower your cost of living by $300, $600, $800, $1,000 a month less cost of living after tax, the difference this will make over the next 6 months will blow you away. At first, you don't feel it, but after the third month, you're going, we have like $1,500 in the bank account with nowhere to go. It usually got eaten up by that credit card over there, or those 2 credit cards. They're gone. This is extra cash coming. What do we do with this extra money? Well, maybe we should replace the furniture in the living room that's 40 years old. Maybe we will rip up the floor in the kitchen and start maybe new fridge and a stove to lower our power exposure. And all 4 burners are working. I mean, it's just whatever. Every one of you is in a different boat. Welcome to the party, pal. Larry has rung the bells. It's time to make money, guys. It's time to make money. Thank you. Alberto, Flint, and remainder of the Bagel Familia, all good folks. I will be placing an order in need. I need more cashmere, so I hope all works out in your neck of the woods. Thank you, Alberto. DM, some of us quit their day job and are paying down their debts and adding to your retirement. Some of you retired early because of me. You retired at age 58 and said, the next 7 years, I'm not working 7 more years. I am quitting right now writing options because what I'm sitting on with this retirement account and what I'm sitting on in my investments and some equity in my house, I can generate 15,000 a month, Bruce, right now in option premium. I'm not working anymore. Are you kidding me? Way to go. Aspire reports this week, Wednesday, I think, says Bobby. Richard Carlin, neat, 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 neat. Don't forget the knee emojis. Thank you all for joining us and joining me today, becoming independent, changing your life forever, not tolerating the second-hand life you had or this middle-class lifestyle that you seem to have caught yourself in. It's time to get out and move up, and it's only you that can do it. No one else is coming to your rescue. I'm telling you, no one is going to knock on your door and go, hey, I understand that you've got all these assets lying around. Why don't you write some stock options and bring in $10,000 a month? You could be doing that right now. No one's coming. Just me. Just this guy right here. This old man is waving. I'm trying to get your attention. Hello? Is anybody home? Hello? You can change your life immediately if you learn how to write options. I'm excited, though. I'm excited. I forgot about adding to the retirement. Selling covered calls in a Roth IRA is free money. That's right, baby. Free money. Yeah, that's right. You're not just paying down your debts, quitting your day job. You're adding to your Roth IRA. That's right. Those of you in Canada, you're adding to your RRSP. Stop thinking you're Mr. Hotshot, Mrs. Hotshot, Miss Fancy, Mr. I know it all, and you're going, oh, I'm generating 6% a year in my RRSP, and that's all tax-free growth. I'm just a genius. Well, way to go, pal. You sitting on Royal Bank stock? Are you sitting on Sun Life stock? Are you sitting on Apple shares? What are you sitting on? Why don't you sell the stock you're holding on in your RSP into something that'll generate real revenue to you from option premium, like buy NVIDIA stock down here at 10 whatever, and start writing 110, 115 call options for 6 months out and bring in a boatload of money into your account immediately and buy more of this stuff and write on it too. This is your time. You only have one go around, you know. You're not going to become a member of the royal family next week. You're not going to win the lottery. I'm sorry. You're not going to win the lottery next week where all your troubles are done. You've got to grind your way out of poverty. You got to grind your way out of the middle class. You got to grind your way into the lower upper middle class, then the upper middle class, then the upper class. You've got to grind your way up there. But you'll be shocked at how fast the compounding takes hold. Once you get on this momentum train, it takes you to places you never thought possible. Thank you all for joining us. Rusty, thank you for becoming a member of this channel. Appreciate you joining us. Gold Bagel member. He's upgrading to gold. Rock and roll, buddy. Well done. Thank you so much. We have 166 now responses for this poll question, everybody. Thank you for those of you who are doing this. 129 thumbs ups are in as well. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. I'm telling you, kids, none of you are going to be discovered by a Hollywood agent in your hometown and you're going to become a movie star. None of you are going to be going to the corner store to buy a chocolate bar and the prince of whatever is going to become your best friend and invite you to their palace by a private jet and you're going to hang out at the nicest resorts in the world because you have a new friend. No, it's not going to happen. You're going to build your wealth $1 at a time, every week, every month, every quarter, and you're going to compound it and compound it and compound it, and you're going to build your wealth comfortably, all in your control, and you're going to change your life. A year from now and 2 years from now, you're going to look back and go, oh my God, I can't believe how far we've come in such a short period of time. There are viewers on this channel, very few of who will talk about it, a few will, that their lives have been completely altered economically from where they were to where they are, and they see the future and they're going, whoa, this is unbelievable, Uncle Bruce. I can't believe it. I thought it would take me 3 years to be able to quit my day job. I've already done this, or I'm already putting in my notice, or I got a layoff notice because I was expecting a layoff notice. I thought I was going to be furloughed. The rumors were out. And I got this thing, or I've been given an offer by my firm to take early retirement where I can walk out the door with X amount of cash, certain health benefits, and I can be vested on all my savings, all my money inside my IRA and my 401k. Because of you, Uncle Bruce, I'm going to take this offer and I'm going to rearrange my financials as soon as I get this rearrangement done so that I control all of the dollars that I have in my possession. And I am going to completely be self-reliant. I'm telling you guys, it's happening, it's going on, and it is time to take your fair share. The sirens are going. The firemen are coming. They already know. Uncle Bruce, I don't have to be a fireman anymore. You're a god. You gotta love it. DM, I had to make a Google sheet to keep track of 4 different accounts because of brokerages and my Roth. There you are. Yeah, it's your full-time job now. This is what we're talking about. You're going to become the full-time manager of your wealth, whatever your wealth is. 50 grand, 100 grand, 200, 500,000, 700,000, 5 million. You're going to become the boss, the CEO of You Incorporated. Some of you are going to create LLCs. Some of you are going to talk to financial experts, you're going to talk to accounting experts, tax accounting professionals to say, here's what I'm doing. I'm writing stock options now, and I want to do it inside a holding company. I don't want to do it in my own name anymore. My wife and I are going to income split revenues from this corporation, and the corporation needs an office, which happens to be the rec room. It needs transportation, which happens to be one of our cars. We need a legitimate way to set up an LLC. We happen to have a second house that we renovated, and we use it as an Airbnb. We're going to fold it and our investments into one LLC so that the feds won't even think twice about letting us write off all kinds of expenses, and we'll pay ourselves a salary so that she and I will not even earn $30,000 a year. We won't even pay tax. The tax we pay will be so minimal on our personal level because of all of our personal exemptions, and we've written off all these other dollars at the corporate level before tax. The net tax we pay is a corporate net tax, and boy, depending on where we set up our corporation, taxes are low. In certain states they're non-existent. It's only a federal tax, and that is low because, again, a corporation that doesn't make at least $1 million is chump change out there. Kids, politicians love corporations. The IRS is much more lenient with corporations than with individuals. And you may find that it's in your best interest to investigate the game plan to not only quit your day job and become a full-time option writer, but also in what structure you're going to be an option writer in. This is huge. Big difference, kids. Thank you all. DM, I had to make a Google Sheet spread. Rusty, member for 20 months. I've been a member of this guy's channel for 20 months. I've been chilling for 20 months. I'm ready for the party, pal. We'll send email to Discord invite. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. This is the way forward for many of you out there. If you have been a member of this channel as a Chilling with Uncle Bruce member, make your move to the gold bagel level. Join me every morning, half an hour before this show starts. Join me every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern time for hanging out prime time with Uncle Bruce. And become a member of this Discord group so you can talk about option writing strategies, pluses or minuses, wins, losses with the other members here inside the Discord channel. Option writers helping option writers. It's one big family, and you might as well be part of the winning family because option writers win, option gamblers lose. Okay, that's the bottom line, kids. As simple as that. Thank you all so much for your faith in this channel and your support of this YouTuber. Thank you again for the thumbs ups. Keep them coming in, kids. We're trying to get to 200 now. We've hit 132. We're slowly grinding the thumbs up meter. We have 172 votes in for the poll question. I'm using profits from my option writing to pay down my debts. 33% of you say, yep, I'm paying down my debts. I'm actually, Bruce, doing something else. I'm replacing my paycheck. I'm quitting my day job. 27% are replacing your paycheck. And 40% of you are saying, I'm adding to my retirement account, Bruce, because of you and this channel, following these members, these option writers. I am writing options to bring in capital, which is adding to my RRSP, to my Roth IRA, to my 401k, to my TFSA in Canada, to whatever I have in Britain, in Germany, elsewhere. I am adding dollars to my pension plan, to my retirement, much faster than I have been the last decade. I am no longer thinking about just putting 500 a month into my plan, and then my employer matches 500 a month, and that's 1,000 a month, and that should be good enough to get me to $5 million when I retire. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I don't care what age you start at. You're not going to be worth $5 million doing just that. You're going to need to compound this return. Too many of you are stuck in these plans where you're getting 3, 4, 5% returns, and you're being told you're doing well. Oh, you're doing so well. Oh, you're making 5% on your $50,000. You're making $2,500 this year. Just your money making your money. And then you're putting a $12,000 on top of that. You're growing your retirement by $15,000 a year. Well, do the math, kids. $15,000 a year for 20 years is $300,000. $300,000, 15, 20 years from now, you know what that's worth? That's worth $200,000. You are going broke. You're not going anywhere in 30 years from now. And what if you have medical issues and you have $100,000 a year of medical expenses 20 years from now? This money, this $200,000 is gone in 2 years. You got jack squat. You have got to grow your money at a much higher rate than you're putting into your money. This is why you got to become a self-administrator of your wealth. This is what it's about. You cannot afford not to do this. But again, how badly do you want it? Well, that's the magic question right there. If you want it bad enough, you're going to make it happen. If you don't want it bad enough, you're going to let it slide. And you're just going to go another year, and another year, and another year. And then eventually you'll wake up one morning and you'll go, why is my hair all white? Why am I using hair coloring to keep it nice and whatever? Why does my back hurt all the time? Why do my knees, why are they always sore? And why is my boss not moving me up the ladder? By the way, why is my boss 15 years younger than I am? Why are all senior management around me all 10 years younger than I am? Why am I not among them? Why am I not their boss? Why are they my boss? And oh, by the way, why is it that the age that I'm at now, 5 years from now, 5 years older than I am, no one's here that's 5 years older than I am. Nobody. Everybody here is under a certain age or less, and I'm approaching that age. No one's talking to me about my future because there is no future here. I'm about to be eliminated, and I might not get a buyout package. I might just be given 2 weeks notice and I'm out of here. I don't know. Or they're looking to make me quit. They're trying to make my life so miserable that I'll quit. They want to get rid of me. They'll do whatever they need to do to get me to be so pissed off that I'll walk and I'll get nothing. I have got to take control of my life. I'm your only friend you got. I'm your pal. I'm the one. I'm waving at you. I'm trying to get your attention. Hello. Come on in, kids. Welcome to the party, pal. It's time to take control of your life. There's no better time than today, and you're the best person to do it. You are the one that cares the most about you and your family. End of story. You're the one. How many of my viewers are single parents, male and female? So many of my viewers are single parents, and you're in a pickle. You're stuck, and you need outside income. You need a side gig to make you some dough that you can work on. You're working from home, and you could work from home doing this, absolutely, as well as what you're doing. Maybe what we're talking about here could help you make an extra $500, $1,000, $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month additional income right from where you are in the same day time frame that you're working now. Still gives you nights off. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Puddin' Pie, I write option contracts inside an LLC and I take tons of legitimate deductions against profits. So not as complicated to set up as you think. Talk to an accountant to set this up. You'll be glad you did, without question. Without question. If you have a relative that happens to be an accountant, or you have a relative who has a best friend that is an accountant, maybe you have an in for a quick little hi, how are you for almost nothing. Maybe someone owes someone a favor, and that favor is you being set up with an LLC. Pull every Rolodex contact you have and get on it. Get going. You may well have contacts in your possession you don't even realize can help you go to a higher level economically, lower taxes, higher returns. Come on, let's go. Who else? You and your friends and relatives and contacts. This is what it's about. Kids, welcome to the party, pal. I sure hope I can help you and help guide you and help motivate you to another level of success because kids, no one else is coming your way. We're down 142 on the Dow at this point. That's what I see going on. I see Broadcom at 146.75, down a buck 50. I've got Eli Lilly at 890 now, a buck 20. Dow off 149. I got AI down 34. GameStop unchanged right now, 21.93. I see SoFi at 6.59, down a nickel. Nvidia up $2 right now. Rocket Lab no change. Matterport up 4.5. Smart Rent down a 5/100ths of a penny. Nothing going on. We've got Apple up 76 cents. We're looking at Tesla down 280. Google down 24. Microsoft down 145. Netflix down 643. Meta is down $3. We got Amazon down 58 cents this morning. We have spiders. The SPY ETF down $1.20. We've got the triple Qs down a buck 4. Super Microcomputer at $5.16 a share, up 7.48. Uber's down 17 cents. Adobe down 8.89. AMD down 79 cents today. Unity down 34. We have Enphase up a buck 70. We got ATIP up down 6. Moderna's down 71. Cisco's down 7. Pfizer down 12 cents. We got IBM down a buck 94. HPQ up 16 cents. Home Depot down 6.06. Vatic Semiconductors off a penny. Goldman Sachs down $3. Boeing is down a buck 34. I'm showing here Target down 77 cents. JP Morgan down 89. Costco down $1.09. Walmart up 28. Disney down 48 cents. American Airlines down 13. AMC is up 3. DraftKings down 36. Royal Caribbean up 1 penny. Very flat day on some of these issues. Not much going on. Not a lot taking a massive hit down, and not very many taking a massive hit up. At the moment, 167 is the dip on the Dow as I speak. Over on the S&P, we're down 14.5. Nasdaq down 28 points. We're 9 minutes into the session. Oil up 133. Looks like it's slipping just a little bit over there. 21.92 on the GameStop shares, kind of unchanged, down 185 on the Dow right now. Welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining me, and thank you again for responding to my poll question, becoming thumbs uppers today, joining the channel, upgrading your memberships, everything. Thank you for helping Flint Creek. Alberto, Flint Creek says to Alberta, massive love and glad you're okay. Looking to establish something on higher ground. Thank you to all of you helping out Flint Creek Soap Company today. If you're putting an order in on their website, help her out. She's got flood damage issues, but she survived. Her business is okay. Let's get her inventory out of there, turn that into some cash so she can take care of some expenses, and let's go from there. Everybody help out our official soap company here on this channel, and I'm glad to be able to help out. What can I say? Splair wants to know something. Are there Mormons in the U.S. and Canada that go door to door? Yeah, there have been for decades. Are you finding them in Germany? Yes, they're out there trying to spread the message. Whatever their deal is, more power to them, and good luck to them. But to each his own. To each his own. Whatever you believe. We're down 158 on the Dow. We're down 20 on AI, and GameStop is unchanged to 21.94. A company with $4.2 billion cash in the bank, unchanged this morning at 21.94. Very interesting. SoFi 661, down 3 cents. That's all. That's the only downside on SoFi today. 3 cents. Tinos. Welcome all to the program. Great to have you here. Thanks again for reaching out to us, letting us know how you're doing on your option trades. I sure hope a bunch of you had options expire last Friday and or you were able to roll into contracts for this Friday or the next Friday or next month, and you're already laughing on your latest moves. Congratulations, everybody. Splair, luckily market was starting boring today. I had two from the U.S. now. Two Mormons coming into Dortmund here. First time in 3 years at my door. There you go. Well, they're out there. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today from wherever you are. It's great to have you here. Thank you, all of you who've been able to hit the thumbs up button for us. We're now sitting on a total of, 147 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys, for that participation. 182 votes on the poll question are in here. They're coming through. 32% of you are saying, I am using profits from option writing to pay down my debt. 32%. 27%, I am replacing my paycheck with my option writing, Bruce. Goodbye day job. And then 41% saying, I'm using it to add to my retirement. I'm either still working or I'm already retired, and I'm adding it now to my retirement. This is beautiful stuff, everybody. Keep it going, and well done, each and every one of you. Don't forget the force that is invisible. You can't smell the force. You can't see the force, but you know the force that's out there that's making these options work for you and giving you the returns in the market that you need. The knee emoji is needed to encourage the Knights of Knee to keep the markets going in your direction. Thank you, Knights of Knee. James of the Misty Tree knows the knee emojis must be put up from time to time to acknowledge the magical powers of the Knights of Knee that are everywhere among us. Thank you for hitting the Knights of Knee emojis out there, one after the other. The Big E is here. Knee, 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 knee. Here they come. One after the other, the Knights of Knee are being honored by the viewers of this channel. People out there going, that's not real. That you're just making that stuff up. Oh, am I? Am I really? Have you seen the kind of returns you're getting from your option writing strategies? The Knights of Knee are responsible. Don't piss these guys off. Don't upset the Knights of Knee. You were kidding me. You want to make this guy mad? You don't do that. Even those out there of royal descent do not anger this Knight of Knee. Not at all. Never, ever. No, if your quest is to find happiness and solace and the Holy Grail or whatever it is you're looking for, do not upset the Knights of Knee. Without question. There you go. Think I'm making this up. Think again. Corinne knows. Jay Gill knows. Boeing Tiger certainly knows. Larry Titus, Richard Carlin. You think these folks are putting up the Knights of Knee because they're having a good time? They're honoring the powers that be behind the force of this market. Splair knows. Double knows. Knee. No question. Thank you all for helping us honor the Knights of Knee to help everyone out there. 237 down points on the Dow. And so we'll watch that. We're down 32 points on AI. GameStop down a nickel. SoFi down 7 cents. DA Truda, knee. Splair, knee. Don't forget this, folks. Put in your Knights of Knee emojis immediately. Otherwise, pay the price. Don't come crying to me. Don't come crying to the rest of my viewers of this channel that your investments aren't working out because you didn't honor the Knights of Knee. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to do for you. People ask me all the time, well, what lessons should I take? Which lesson should I start with first? You start with lesson number 1 and then hit the Knights of Knee emojis. Then lesson number 2, Knights of Knee. Lesson number 3, the Knights of Knee. It's so simple. It's the same thing over and over. Deep Value knows. You think these people are kidding? They're serious. Knights of Knee control it all. Thank you all. Down 209 points on the Dow. We're not worried about this 209 point drop. Why? Because we honor the Knights of Knee. That's why. So there you go. I don't know how much more clear I can make this for those of you who are just joining us. We're serious. Blair, I gained maybe only $3 through time shrinkage today, but I didn't lose anything. Everything's almost unchanged. Like I can sleep well waiting for some more shrinkage or upside on some of my invested positions. So there you go. Making money if the market goes up, making the money if the market's going down. You make money if the markets don't move. Option writing, the secret to success for so many of you out there. Congratulations, all of you option writers. Take the money and enjoy. Yes, enjoy the shrinkage, everyone. Enjoy the shrinkage. Boy, where else can you make money from a stock that goes down or doesn't move? It's incredible. Even when you're wrong on an option, right, you can still make money. It's unbelievable. It's nuts. It's just nuts. If any of you are interested in a one-on-one session with me, send me an email. Let me know you have an interest in a one-on-one. I will get back to you. We'll share our calendars and see when we can get together. Okay. Thank you all for those of you who are reaching out to me on this info. Giddy up, kids. We have a lot of work to do here going forward, and we've got to make you a ton richer. Again, thank you. I can do one-on-ones during market hours. I can do one-on-ones on the weekend, depending. Coming up now with this bit of travel coming up here for Jen and I, so it might be a little more difficult to do a scheduled one-on-one. But we'll do the best we can to get together with you, as practical as it's possible. Again, thank you all so very, very much for being with us. It is much appreciated. Okay, everybody. Keep the vibes going, everyone. 155 thumbs up. Look at that. We're only 45 away from 200. We look for 200 every day. We only need 45 more. We already have 192 responses to the poll question. We're almost at 200 up there. That's pretty good, too. Thank you, everybody. The poll question, I'm using my profits from my option writing to pay down my debts, replace my paycheck, or add to my retirement account. 32% say debts are going away. 27% are saying a day job, boss is going away. 42%, I'm building my retirement fund, baby. I'm getting richer in my retirement. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, everyone, for being with me today from wherever you are. There you go. Giddy up, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. All right. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at some breaking news, see if there's anything to worry about here. Yeah. 212-point drop on the Dow, 17-point drop, 14-point drop on S&P, 38 on NASDAQ. That's a fifth of a point, a quarter of a point for S&P. Nothing much going on here. Oil is dropping now. It's only up 109. It was up at 155, 160. Now it's only up 109. Oil is beginning to slip here as the morning wears on. That is what we see here. We shall see how this plays itself out. Over on the, let's see, Wall Street Journal headlines. Let's take a look over there. Let's see. Stocks slip to start the week, it says. It says inflation hurts most for the things we can't skimp on. Interesting. Let's see what else is going on here. San Francisco is sinking in bad hotel debt. Interesting. It says here Universal Music signs Meta deal, allowing its music to appear on WhatsApp. That's an interesting announcement there. And what else is going on? Here's a headline. I'm 37 years old and I haven't saved nearly enough for retirement. What do? You go to Stock Markets with Bruce on YouTube. You start watching Uncle Bruce and learn how to do this. Man. They don't even mention that. It's amazing, isn't it? Isn't it amazing how many people don't mention this channel to other people? I don't know. We try to do the best we can for folks, you know. McDonald's goes to Washington and Sacramento and Albany. The burger giant has increased spending for their lobbying efforts of local and state officials amid efforts to boost fast food wages. Now, that should tip you off, if you're out there, to understand the difference between a Dow 30 stock, a massive corporation, and its employees and how they want things done. When you're a big enough corporation in the United States, you're an S&P 500 monster, you're a Dow 30 machine, you're a NASDAQ 100 company. When you're generating billions and billions and billions in revenues and you're netting out billions in profits, you have the kind of capital that allows you to hire entities, firms, lobbying companies with hundreds of lobbyists that also have access to thousands of more lobbyists to hit up every state capital on your behalf, and the Senate and the Congress and the White House, to quietly, behind the scenes, influence these people to not increase the minimum wage for your employees. This is the so-called behind the scenes lobbying going on to keep the minimum wage down there for your firm's benefit. And what ends up happening is the big monster food company and all of their pals, Wendy's, Burger King, KFC, Subway, name off the top 50 fast food monsters that are out there. Domino's, Pizza Hut, Caesars, all of them. They have all hired lobbyists and are also hiring lobbyists through trade organizations to lobby politicians to make it next to impossible for these actual employees of these corporations to get any kind of a pay raise. They don't want to have happen to them what's already happened to them in California, where in California you got $20 an hour in minimum wages for fast food employees who have no pension, virtually no benefits. They say they have benefits, but try to cash in on any of these benefits. Very, very difficult. Single mothers are the biggest source of employees. College students, high school kids, folks who've had medical issues and can't get a real job anymore because they can't get hired by whatever. So they take on part-time work at McDonald's or at Burger King or at Subway. Anything to bring money in. And here are these massive monster corporations flooding state capitals and Washington to stymie their own people from getting any kind of a raise. They're not your friends, okay? Maybe you feel that when you go to McDonald's, you're getting good value for your money. Maybe it's because the employees that are serving you this food or generating this food are so cheap to employ, they have no chance of ever quitting the job to get elsewhere. It's next to impossible. I don't know. It is what it is. McDonald's is definitely going to Washington and Albany and Sacramento to try to reverse and stymie wage increases. Anyway, interesting. Yeah, listen, Popeyes names a PepsiCo veteran as North America marketing chief. They have hired a guy named Bart LeCount to tasked with growing sales and traffic as part of the chain's effort to become a major player in the chicken wing business. Interesting stuff. Yeah. Disney unveils billions of dollars in theme park expansions. Interesting. Yeah, the boom in travel spending has slowed, apparently. Yes, interesting what's happening there, too. All kinds of changes happening in this world of ours. What can I say? What else is going on out there? I don't know. Has the U.S. economy reached a tipping point? There's a headline question for you. The rise of women's sports unlocks unexpected sponsorships. There's a headline. The Olympics was a reveal. If you didn't notice it yourself, yeah. As CVS aims to make inventories leaner and move faster, Walmart stock could be a recession play. Why? It's a better bet than dollar stores. Interesting. mm, mm, mm. Why U.S. stocks face a bumpy road to recovery with inflation and earnings updates on the horizon. Yes, constant headlines asking and wondering what is going to happen, how is it going to happen, which way is this market going to go, are interest rates going to go down? If so, by how much, how fast, how far, and why? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? If they go too low, is this a bad thing? If they don't go low enough, is it a bad thing? No simple answers to complicated questions. There you have it. Thank you again, everybody. 100, over 200 responses on the question of the day, the poll question, and 159 thumbs ups. 41 away from 200. Thank you. 244 people watching. No, 224 watching. Thank you. Keep them coming in, folks. Yes, 201 votes on the poll question. I am using profits from my option writing to pay down debts, replace my paycheck, and add to my retirement fund. Hit that poll question. Give me your thoughts on that poll question. Answer it, and we'll keep an eye on how those responses are coming in. Thank you all very much for being here. Great to have you here. Let's see. What else is going on here? John Anderson, you know what, Bruce? I still use a Rolodex myself. I still use one. Romeo, what's involved in a one-on-one? What is discussed and or taught in the process of going through the course? I have 1 to 8. If you're going to do on one-on-one with me, here's what happens. Okay, generally speaking, what happens is we arrange a 1 hour time get together. Although it never lasts an hour, I have yet to do a one-on-one for an hour that ends after an hour. We talk too much. What we do is we'll talk about what you want to talk about with me, because you may have specific questions about your option writing techniques or your option, something about the courses. I'll ask you, if you don't mind, what's your situation? How old are you? Are you working? You got kids? Where are you in your life? All of you are different. None of you are the same. And so I quickly try to get a handle on kind of where you're at with your investing world in your life as a whole. You share what you want to share with me. You don't want to talk to me about your household, or it's up to you. I've had people who have contacted me for one-on-ones, and they just want me to give them advice about their careers. They just want me to give them advice about how to quit their job, or they'll tell me about what they're doing, and they'll let me know we've had a major event in the family just in the last 3 months. Someone passed away, or the one person that kept this family together economically is gone now. Or I get these calls where people say to me, my parents have asked me to look after their affairs because they're now getting forgetful. Or mom died and dad is frail. Or dad died and mom can't handle all the stuff. Mom is asking my wife and I to handle this. My mother's mother, my wife's mother needs help. And whatever it is, it runs the gamut. I've taken 6 lessons and I want to take another 7 or 8. Here's what I'm doing, and what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? I seem to do okay doing this, but I can't do that. Or I have a couple of trades ongoing. This is what I've got going. Is this what you recommend I should be doing? Should I be thinking about rolling over sooner, differently, adjust my portfolio? I happen to have a 401k. I have a Roth IRA. I have an RRSP. I have a TFSA. I have this, I have that. What do you think I should do? It runs the gamut. I will record the session. If I remember, I'll record it, and I will send you a copy of our session so you can rewatch it again and again. If you have a session with me and you want your wife to watch it or your husband to watch it later, they can do that. That's the best part of these one-on-ones.
There you go.
Well, thank you, Auntie Jen. I got a bagel with jelly on it. Yeah.
That I had to sneeze.
And she had to sneeze and give me the bagel now. That's what the one-on-ones are about. The one-on-ones are what you want to talk about, not what I want to talk about. I might ask you questions you hadn't thought of. I might bring up a topic that you hadn't even thought about this. Or you will say something to me about your investments, and I'll say, well, have you thought of doing that or doing that or doing that? And you'll go, I didn't know I could do that. Oh,
Yeah.
my, glad I'm talking to you.
It
And
would be very specific.
well, it can be very
On-
specific
on-
for
on
your needs. Yes. Yes. There are people who've told me within 15 minutes of the 1 hour, they say to me, you know what you've already told me will make me $5,000 more this month already. This $400 fee you're charging, this is a nothing burger. Look, for some of you, you'll do one of these a year, and you'll say to yourself, I am talking to him for $33 a month. I got, here's $400 once a year. I'm doing this. It's a $33 a month thing, and it's $1 a day. And the advice you're giving me is just priceless. For others of you, I'm bailing you out of a mess. I'm helping you get out of a $15,000 nightmare you got yourself into, and I make a couple suggested moves, and you go, this fixes everything. This is worth it. In other cases, it's just how you should reorganize what you have or help you see the way clear going forward. Can you turn that fan off? By the way, cool. It runs the gamut. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's worth your while, but you decide when you're ready. A financial mister of Uncle Bruce. I didn't get a chance last week to say I'm sitting on a measly 800 shares of ME. Cost average is 44 cents. I sold a Jan 25 $1 a call for 15 cents. I bought it back for Friday for a nickel. I'm going to try and do it again. There you go. Flint Creek Soap Company behind as I am seeking assistance, but see an order or two. Thank you so very much. Flint Creek had a flood, Jeff. Flint Creek house got flooded in our neighborhood. So I put the word out to all the viewers. Order some soap from flintcreeksoap.com. She's got orders coming in. So this is good stuff.
I feel for you. Floods aren't fun.
They're not fun. Flint Creek just put in the order for some soaps and cream and are looking great. Hope you get up and running real quick. Burrow King Sound. Good morning, Uncle Bruce.
But
number 160.
If she stores some of that soap in her basement, just think how nice her house smells now.
How clean the house is.
It just smells so good.
Alberta, glad you're fine as well. Burrow King, Brooklyn is in the classroom. Thank you, Burrow King, for coming in. Good morning, everybody. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. Good morning from Dude Beach Boy. Hi, Auntie Jen. How you doing?
Hi, Beach Boy. How you doing?
How's it going?
See, we haven't had Alberto here.
No, he's here.
Is he here today? Well, how you doing, Alberto?
How you doing, Alberto?
I asked Beach Boy, but that's kind of Alberto's thing.
Larry Titus, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Morning, Larry.
Rock and roll, everybody.
See, I didn't even ask you. I knew.
Oh, we knew.
We knew.
The Monday Bagel.
It's Monday.
Burrow King Sound, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Brookings Sound.
Burrow King Sound, beautiful. Great to have you all here with us this morning. Yes.
We have lived on at a sound before. We lived just off of Frank Sound.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's true, Frank Sound.
And we're
in the Cayman Islands.
It was just, it was like living in a Wild Kingdom TV show. We had all of the seabirds, and it was lovely. All the frogs and the crickets and everything.
Cayman Islands,
noise.
a place unto itself.
It was beautiful.
John Gill is here. Good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, indeed.
I had a busy birthday weekend.
Oh, boy.
Went to a festival.
Your donations came in handy because we went out Saturday with Jen's sister and husband,
who I roped into helping us at the festival,
and ended up going out for a little bite to eat, which was very handy.
So I'm just getting my voice back from all of the yelling and cheering and singing.
Exactly. Beach Boy, Alberto's line. He dropped the ball. Beach Boy, that'll teach him.
He dropped the ball.
Burger King. I'm in Guyana, so I know what you're talking about.
Oh, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Nature at another level.
I know. The first time I went into the water, growing up here in the lakes of Alberta, I was always like, oh, I don't want the fish to touch me. I don't want the fish to touch me. Then you go down to like the Caribbean, and the fish I discovered are really good at swimming.
They are very
And
good.
they avoid you unless there is one lady, one tourist lady, and you can buy fish food to take and attract the fish because tourists are dumb and they don't know the fish come anyway. But she had it in like a Safeway bag, and there was a hole in the bag, and she had the bag like in the water. And so now the the fish pellets were melting, and she's holding it up out of the water. So now it's running down her arm into the water, and the fish is just like peck, 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 peck.
Picking on her to get the
Now
fish.
she's screaming.
She's fish food.
And we're all just yelling at her, drop the bag. We'll get someone with snorkel gear and they'll come out and get it. It'll be fine. Yeah. She was freaking out.
Amazing, isn't it?
And the fish were all just, well, honey, you bought it to feed us.
Lorraine is saying to Burro King Sound, I'm from Brooklyn. Rock and roll.
More
Burro King likes that. Beach Boy, I've been a member for 40 months. 40 months.
40.
Annie Jen, how you doing? Just a newbie here.
Just a newbie. Just trying to get his feet under him, you know.
Yeah, trying to figure out his way of the future.
Just trying to figure life out.
What direction is my investment going?
So have you been talking about the Tom Cruise?
I briefly mentioned it. And,
Zip lining down. Well, not zip line. Rappelling down. No, not even rappelling. I don't know. Falling down. Getting the flag. Getting on the motorcycle. Jumping out of the airplane.
that was pretty good.
It was pretty good. It was very Hollywood.
Very.
Which is what the world was expecting.
Exactly. The whole world knows.
If
4 years.
If it was just pass it off to the mayor of LA, I mean, ho-hum, how boring is that?
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the flag. No. Give it to Tom Cruise. Let's go from there.
Let him jump down from the top of the arena. Yeah.
Let's go with that. That's a lot better idea.
Well, I'm going to take my voice and try some tea.
What's left of it? Yeah. Yes.
You have a sesame seed. There you go. You got it.
Ew, I'm only halfway through, but these are so dang good. I love these. Jay Boy is laughing out loud here. Burro King, yes, I'm Guyanese, but I'm from Brooklyn. Beach Boy, trying to decide if the one-on-ones are worth it, says Beach Boy.
He's still trying to decide.
He
might need one more to decide.
Maybe I'll do just one more, Uncle Bruce. Maybe.
Well, you guys have a nice Monday. Hope the market is nicer to you than last Monday.
Definitely.
Definitely. KK, bye. Watch out for the fish. The fish.
Okay, Annie Jen. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Thank you all. 40 months. Unbelievable. 3 years and 4 months. As a matter of fact, today is August the 12th. Today is my anniversary. 7 years a YouTuber. Today. I started my first channel, Traveling with Bruce. 7 years. I'll be on tonight with my TWB gang as a 7th anniversary show. Unbelievable. 7 years. It's great. Beach Boy, wait, don't you hold the record for one-on-ones? I think so. Yeah, I think Beach Boy is kind of number one in the frequency of one-on-ones. Burger King, thank you. Happy anniversary. Thank you all. 7 years. Millions of views. I don't know how many minutes. Millions of minutes. Yeah, it's insanity, isn't it? How many subscribers do you have in year 1 and year 2? Oh, I remember. In my first year on my traveling channel, after 6 months, I had 150. And at the 1 year mark, I had about 1,100. And by the second year, I had 25,000 subscribers by the second year. Unbelievable. That channel now has 60 something thousand subscribers. 60 something. Incredible. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Burrow. I'm in the newbie section. Absolutely. I was this beach boy. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Splair. I've been 7 years. Unreal. Yeah, I was 62 when I started. I'll be 69 next month. One of those elder YouTubers. Mm. This channel became 4 years old back in June, roughly. So it was 3 years, not quite 3 years with one channel, and then I started this one. And it was COVID that made me start this channel. Travel was dead in the water. Couldn't go anywhere. Unreal. Boeing Tiger. NVIDIA's a mover today, Bruce. And we see NVIDIA up 580 to 110 right now. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Oh my. Yeah, I remember my first channel. I had I started in August of 2017, and it was monetized in October. And in those days, it was easier to be monetized back then. And I think you had to have 100 subscribers, 10,000 views, and you'd be monetized. And I remember December rolled around, and we had 150 subscribers, and I got paid $50 for December 2017. Yeah. And then January, I was going to start to go live. I decided I would go live in January doing cruise ship news on my TWB channel. And around the 15th of the month, YouTube made an announcement. They're going to change how you get monetized. And there was no grandfathering either. It was like a whole new deal for everybody. And all of a sudden, they gave us 30 days to meet the requirement, which was you had to have 1,000 subscribers. I had I had maybe 200 at this point. At 200 subscribers, you needed 1,000 subscribers in the next 30 days, or you're no longer monetized. Plus, you had to have 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months as well. Not either or, both. I had the watch time. That was not a problem. I had the watch time. I needed 780 subscribers in 30 days. And I put out an SOS to all of my viewers, and I was just begging people, please subscribe. If you just watch me casually, just subscribe. Just subscribe. Help us out, because YouTube has dropped the bomb. This is a huge thing, and this made news. This made news everywhere. And within a week, I was at 450. And after 2 weeks, I was at 600. And after 3 weeks, I was at 850. And I had a week to go. And came up to what I thought was the last day. And I was about 80 short. And I was begging and begging. And I went on the air on that day. And I said to everyone on the air, I'm not getting off the air until I get 1,000 subscribers. I need 80 and I'm not getting off the air. This is a marathon until I get 1,000 subscriptions. Wow, people were calling friends, emailing friends. Go to this channel, subscribe to the guy. I watch him every day. Please help us out. We got to get him to 1,000. Blah blah blah. It was wild. 5 hours. I was going to be live. Usually I was live 2 hours. 5 hours. I made it, and everybody was happy. And I went off the air. We had 1,025 subscribers. I thought, yeah, I did it. I did it. And I got the congratulatory email from YouTube. Congratulations. Came in the next day or the day after, and in that email it said, congratulations on achieving 1,000 subscribers. You are now in the queue to become monetized. It turns out that I should have had 1,000 subscribers the day before, not the day of. And the day before was a Sunday, and I wasn't live on Sundays. I was live on Mondays. And it was on the Monday I made it over 1,000, not the Sunday. So now I was in the queue. My channel was being reviewed by YouTube people for the correct number of subscribers. Well, by the time I got that message, I had 1,050. And a week later, I had 1,100. And a week later, I had 1,300. I was not monetized. They didn't monetize me for 6 months. I was demonetized for 6 months. And the January, they paid me for January, it was $250. I went from $50 to $250 because of those increased views. And then I was cut off for 6 months. But my viewers, the loyal bunch they were sending me super chats, and they were sending me PayPal donations. And we started bringing in $1,000 a month from my viewers, direct donations. And that's when I brought out my merchandise, Redbubble store, and I had to set up a Patreon site, any way to help keep this guy going, because I was live twice a day, just working my butt off. By the time I got monetized, I had 1,800 subscribers. I had 8,000 hours of watch time. And from then on, it took off. And it wasn't until the end of that year, at the end of 2022, so a year and a half after, that's when I broke $2,000 in revenue from YouTube. Because at that time, I was at 8,000 subscribers, and I had tens of thousands of views all the time. I was really working my butt off. And second year, 25,000 subscribers. Third year, 50,000. And then the third and fourth year, it topped out at 60-odd thousand with COVID. And then my channel began to slump because I had nothing to talk about. We were all locked in, can't travel. Cruise ships, they're all sitting in the ocean just waiting for a year and a half, no cruises. So the channel just slumped and slumped and slumped. So I launched this channel. And then GameStop happened. And so now GameStop just took this channel to a level that just was unthinkable. And it relegated my travel channel into second place, because this channel is the one Jen and I live off of, because we can do these classes and I can do these one-on-ones with you, and you're making donations and all this stuff, and so more viewers, more diversified viewership. And that's how it goes. I had no idea that I'd ever do a stock market channel 7 years ago. No idea. I thought I was just going to do a travel channel. Here we are. Isn't that something? Unbelievable. You just never know. You never, ever know. And here we are, just going at it. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, $50 for the first time. That must have been something. I was excited. It was like $11 the month before in November, $50 in December, $250 in January. I thought, oh, here we go. We're on our way. Here we go. And then we got cut off. Crazy. I swear, 1,000 subs is a hard barrier, or 500, but 3,000 hours of watch time. Not talking about 20 million short views here. Splair sounds like a solid community. Huge respect if one of them's here. Burrow King, you're the only one that stays on message. Just want you to know I have been here from day one. I started looking at your channel when I was living in Whitby, Ontario, Canada. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Very kind of you all. Well, we're still here. Jan 21, I went live talking about the stock market in plain English. I'm still doing it today. And here we are now talking about option writing since May of 21. Classes are out there. One-on-ones available for you. Become part of the Discord group. If you become a Gold Bagel member, all the benefits of that and the Discord links. We're doing all we can to help you make money in this market, because this market is wild and wacky. It's down 80 right now. It's recovering a bit. But you never know if the market's going to go down 150, 200 points in the next hour or not. We don't know. It's never known. We're up a dime on GameStop. We're happy with that, but we'd like more. We're down 4 cents on SoFi. So we'll see how the market goes. And those of you writing options, congratulations. You have figured out how to extract money from this market no matter what it does. Shrinkage, shrinkage, shrinkage is what it's all about. The George Costanza secret to success. Do the opposite and go shrinkage. Welcome all to the program, and thank you all for being with Jennifer and I every day. And we look forward to taking you with us on our next trip. And I'm quite eager to share with you our experiences coming up. New York, and then the Queen Mary 2 ocean liner. I'm going to try to post as much as I can from there, show you what it's like on board this ocean liner across the Atlantic and around the United Kingdom. And then we'll take you to Switzerland, and we'll show you a little more Zermatt. Thank you all so much for joining us. Without you, we wouldn't be going anywhere. And without you, Jen would have 2 very bad hips. I was looking on my phone over the weekend. I was going through the photo album on my telephone. I can go back, I guess, 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is. And I was looking at photos of Jen and I from 2012, when I started YouTubing, in 13 and 14. When I started YouTubing in 17, I apologize, 2017 and forward. And looking at 2019, 2020, starting this channel, 2021, when all hell broke loose with this channel, and remembering chronologically what was going on, where were we, what were we doing, and what was happening outside of just these channels. And then we started traveling after we left Creston, and just the progression of the channel. And I could see in photos of Jennifer and I back in 2020, Jennifer is walking with a cane. And I remember that. I remember that the first time she had to have a cane because of the pain, because of her weak side. She couldn't handle the weight of going up steps. She would take one step at a time, one step, using the cane and handrails. And then the first operation, which we did in December of 22. And going through the recovery of that, and the phenomenal improvement. I mean, just unbelievable. Within a month, she's walking. And then the second hip in just this past February of this year, and the recovery from that. And now Jen was on her feet for hours on Saturday, on her feet, hours. I said to her Sunday, "How's your hip?" Her hips are fine. My knees hurt because they're tired. Today she's fine. She's absolutely fine today. So we are miles down the road. No cane being used, period. What a difference. And it's thanks to you guys. I'm able to deliver a message to you that you can use to make money. And your success is our success because of this channel. Jen has 2 new hips. Thank you, everybody, for helping us. And let's keep it going. Let's just keep it right on going. Anyway, there you go. Cindy B, I just placed my first Flint Creek Soap Company order. Good luck, and God bless Flint Creek. Help out Flint Creek today if you can. Get onto her website, flintcreeksoapcompany.com, I believe is what it's called. Google search it. You'll find it. And send her an order for some of her soaps and creams so that she can bring in some cash to pay the cleanup of this flood that she got hit with. from this hurricane and the leftover tropical storm. This is the official soap company of this channel. I don't charge her anything for it. Your goodwill and your kindness to her is what it's about. She is such a loyal follower of this channel. She tries to attend every meet and greet, and she brings free samples to those of you coming to the meet and greets. I never had to ask. I've never asked, and yet she's there. So help her out. And thank you for those of you who've been able to place an order for her. You're the best. Of course, you're the best. There you go. Kids, I'm going to follow this market all day long, as I always do. I know you will. We'll see how it's going. You keep me posted if there's anything I can do for you. If you have any questions, you want to get together for a one-on-one, let me know. And I'll try to get back to you, and we'll see if we can get a day and a time together. And we'll do that. If you want to take the classes, don't forget, head over to the website. It's right over here, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Get your butt over there and order your classes there. Start with number 1, then take number 2, and let's go. And away we grow. Okay, everybody? Earn while you learn, writing options while you're taking the classes. Absolutely. So many of you have told me in no uncertain terms, Uncle Bruce, I make more money writing options than your entire classes. I've only taken 5 of them. I've already got, it's all paid for already. I can't take them fast enough. This is what it's all about, kids. Earn while you learn. You're going to do this for the rest of your life. Thank you. Well done. All right, kids, there it is. Thank you. I'd probably order in October. Christmas gifts. Anytime you're ready, you do it. It's all good. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day, says Splair. I say all of you have a good day as well. Get out there, get richer. Make that, take that dinero, and we'll keep you posted. You keep me posted. We're up 24 cents on GameStop now. SoFi is down 1 penny. Looking good. Let's see how far this takes us. Everybody, thank you, everybody, for being here. We'll talk to you real soon. Larry, you got it. Have yourself a good one as well. Thank you all. Take care. From Calgary, bye for now.